All right, so if you're watching this video, you have chosen the maze game. You clicked on here. Now I'm going to say when you are finished watching this video, you will come back to this Google Doc. You are going to click this button and then follow these directions. This is what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this as well. And this is going to take us to a page called See Us First. And it gives us things we need for our maze game. We do not sign in here. This is not something we have ever signed into before. All right, we are going to watch like a minute of this lady talking, so it gives you an idea of what's going on here.
Hey, and welcome to day 3 of Scratch Games. Today, you're going to explore if statements while creating a maze game. If statements allow the computer to check a condition and decide whether to do something. If statements have 2 parts, an if and a then. They can be read, if this is true, then do this. Take a look at the game Pac-Man as an example. Pac-Man is a classic arcade game from the 1980s. In this game, a Pac-Man character must avoid a swarm of enemies. The Pac-Man character uses if statements in many different ways. For example, if Pac-Man is touching an enemy, then he loses a life. In Scratch, you can express the same kind of statement with the block stack. For example, you could code an if statement that directs the computer, if touching enemy, then change lives by -1. Even the maze in Pac-Man uses if statements. Pac-Man can only move forward if he is not facing a wall. Today, you'll create a game where players guide a sprite through a maze using the mouse. You'll use if statements multiple times. For example, if the sprite touches the walls of the maze, then it changes directions, or if the sprite touches the bug at the end of the maze, then the game ends. Check out the different starter projects and decide which one fits the story your game will tell.
Okay, you can go on to watch the rest of that video. It basically explains what I'm going to say. But right now, you need to decide. Now, remember what I said in the first video. We want our game to match our Google Doodle that we just finished in week 5. Now, we are not editing our games this week. We are not doing anything like that, but kind of think ahead. So what I'm trying to say, there are 4 starter projects we can pick from. There is this one with the clouds. Let me scroll to it. You can let's start with this one. There's this one with a skier, and he's got some tree obstacles. There is this one with the outer space theme. There is the woodland theme, and there is the cloud theme. Now, if one of these matches your doodle, great. Maybe just the background matches. Maybe this background matches, but maybe your sprites, you're thinking, I don't think those kind of fit my theme. That's okay, because next week I'll show you how you can delete them and add sprites from your Google Doodle to fit your game theme here. So that's not a big deal. So let's say you were doing something, I know several of you were doing the outer space theme, so you might want to go with this theme. And just so you know, guys, you can get rid of these sprites. I think I already said this, but you can add your own start and end sprites. You can change the colors of their obstacles. That's what these are. And the clouds in here are obstacles, and the trees here and here. So you can change and edit this any way you want next week in week 7. But so right now, just go ahead and decide which one you want to pick. Once you've decided, let's say I want to go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to hit the Space Maze Starter Project, and the screen that's going to come up is going to have the template, but we're not going to be signed in. So the first thing you want to do is to click the sign in button, and then enter your information, your username, your password, and click on sign in. 2 more steps. So you're signed in, but right now this isn't saved anywhere. You have to click remix. That is going to put this project into your folder. But now, most importantly, we have to click this orange share button. When you do that, now I can see your project and I can check your work off for this week. And then if you wanted to work ahead and work on it, you would just click on See Inside, Otherwise, you can go to the document and turn it in, because once it is saved to your folder, then I can see it, and you've shared it. And well, actually, once you've shared it, then I can see it. So yeah, so that's all you have to do for week 6, but feel free to work ahead if you think you know what you're doing and you want to edit this. Go ahead. You might need to export sprites to do that. If you aren't sure how to do that, you send me an email or just wait until next week. Okay, so last thing, right now you want to stop this video, click this button, which will help you to create a starter game. You sign in, you click the green remix, you click the orange share, and then you click turn in, and you're done. Thanks guys, have a great week.